Good morning, friends. It's Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, on the west coast of Canada. Welcome if this is your first time joining me. I'm happy to see you. I'm just going to make sure that I am broadcasting and that I have sound. Sometimes it's a bit slow these days. No, it's all good. So now I just have to wait for people to pop on. And when you do, we will get started. We are going to be using the Attention Shoppers bundle. In today's card, I got a really cute card to show you. And this is the focus of my next class. My next class is on July the 27th. It's virtual, so you can join us from anywhere in the world. We love to have you. We've had people from everywhere join us in the past on our virtual classes. We do one every 3 weeks. So I've got one coming up on Saturday. Registration closed for that. That was the lily paddling. That's what it was. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Good morning. So our next one is Attention Shoppers. Now, today, June 30th, is the very last day that you can place your orders and receive a 20% discount on any stamp and die bundle. And with the exception of 2 bundles, which is not very many, they are all in stock. So I'm going to show you some cards on today's live samples of bundles that are available and that you can order and that you'll want to do that today. Okay, so I welcome you to join me on my store, shopcrazywithalison.com. If you don't have a demonstrator of your own, I'd love to help you. Okay. Hi, Bobby. How are you? Nice to see you today. Thanks for joining again from Virginia. All right, so should we get started? Because we've got a few of you on and some of you will be popping on. So we'll just move that so I can see what's going on. So as I mentioned, we're using Attention Shoppers today. Super cute stamp set. This is great if you're giving gifts to people, right? Hi, Barb. Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day weekend to all my Canadian friends. It's our first long weekend of this. Well, no, we sort of count Victoria Day as our first, don't we? But this is our official first of summer. And to my American friends, happy 4th, which is coming up. So July the 1st, for those of you who don't know, if you're not Canadian, that is our national holiday. It's not an Independence Day per se. It's just a celebration. So we call it Canada Day. Okay, so we celebrate that across Canada, July 1st tomorrow. And you guys have your July 4th independence. Okay. All right, so fabulous stamp set. This is perfect for giving little gift cards. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a little gift card. So I'm going to show you that. Super cute. Love the fonts, eh? They're fun. They're really fun fonts. And then, of course, you've got the dies. One of them is not included here because I'm going to be using it today, and that is, let me show you. That's the little, Prezi. That's the one for the present, okay? But this one cuts out the plant, and then this cuts out the bottle, the cake, flowers, and then you have this really cute, look at that, little cute shopping cart. Isn't that cute? And you can put all your stuff in. So sweet. Okay, so that's what we're going to be playing with today. And the class, so let me just quickly mention the class. It's $45, but it includes a goodie bag, and the goodie bag is worth $40. So it's really like getting your class for free. We're going to make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. I mail them to you, the card kit, and I mail you the goodie bag. So you're going to get half a roll of this ribbon, which is a new ribbon that's coming in online exclusives on July the 3rd. So it's the white fray grosgrained ribbon. You're going to get 5 yards of that. So you can see it's like a grosgrain, but then it's got this little, it's got this little edge. So not quite as, grosgrain is so nice, but it's kind of, what would I say? It's very elegant, and this is more funky because it's got the frayed edge. Okay. Then you're going to get a full package of the iridescent faceted gems. Look at those. Aren't those cool? And you're going to get half a pack of the designer series paper called Full of Life. Look at this. It's so bright. Oh, look at this. How beautiful this is. This is part of the Full of Life Sweet collection. You can see I've used so much of it because I'm doing my class, but I've hardly got any left. But I'm going to get a new pack soon. So look at this. For the geometrics. This is for people who can't watercolor like me. I mean, look at this. This is like somebody just dropped a bunch of ink. So you're going to get 24 sheets of this. Good morning, Leanne. If you order the bundle, and remember, it's 20% off just for today. That's the end of the sale. Then you're going to get a full pack of this paper sent to you. If you don't live in Canada, that's okay. You can still join. You purchase the PDF, and then you just join our crafting day. So that's on July 27th. So you can cut your own materials and craft along with us. Okay. So I promised you I would show you some cards. I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you half now and half at the end. Okay. So I'm showing you these because time is running out to get these bundles. Okay. So the first one is Take to the Sky. I got this in a swap. Look at that. Love that. That's the designer series paper that's making the body of the plane. But this stamps and dies are on sale for 20%. So Take to the Sky. It's on page 37 of the catalog. Next up is Country Woods. It's on page 51. I think I showed you this one the other day. It's got it's like the faux step, right? And you can, it's a great stamp set. It's a mega bundle, mega. It's got 2 bundles, 2 sets of designer series paper, lots to play with. It's got this gorgeous eyelet folder. Okay, got this one at a swap. I made this one on a live. Love this. This one's just stamped right onto didn't use any of the dies. Love the paper. This one I got from my friend Tamara. Whoops. It was because we did a swap in Mexico. Her and I, we had a mini swap, just her and me. And this was her card that she gave me. Love this. Don't you love the simplicity of the way she's done the eyelet folder and the paper? And it coordinates, right? Love it. Very subtle. Good morning, Nancy. How are you? Good morning, Keisha. My friend Leanne made me this card. She is on the call today. So she's stamped Chatter with Leanne. Look at this card. Is this gorgeous? Look at this. Ooh. If you're a member of my stamp, what do we call ourselves? Canada Inks Up team. If you're part of our team, Leanne's going to be demonstrating this at our July meeting to show us how to make this card. Putting her on the spot now, but she did say she could do this one. And then lastly, for my first round of shares, this is also a swap card, Layers of Beauty. Look at this gorgeous. Now this has been stamped a couple of times. This particular bundle, you guys, let me just show you it because it is quite different and quite spectacular, and maybe you didn't notice it. So if you didn't notice it, here it is. Layers of Beauty. So you get the stamp set, you get the dies. So the dies coordinate with the stamps just like normal, but look, you also get decorative masks. And these masks actually add color to your stamped image. So let me see if I can hold that up so you can see. Can you see how that looks like it's watercolored? That's the masks that's been put on top and the colors added. And then also we've got it stamped twice. And then this little big rose here is cut out of one of the pieces and then popped up. Can you see that with dimensionals? So you've got that paper piercing look too. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay, now don't go anywhere because we're going to make our card, and then at the end I'm going to show you some really gorgeous, the rest of my cards from swaps. Okay, today we are using Attention Shoppers. So here's a card. I've shown you this one. That's the flowers. We made this one together the other day, right, on Wednesday. With our little shopping cart full of goodies, and that's that faux step card. Okay, so you can look for the videos for the step card in this one. This is another one that I made on a live. So if you go to my YouTube channel, Stamp Crazy with Alison, you will find the videos that show you how to make these. Okay, Let's make today's card. What are we starting with? We are starting with a very bright color. This is Lemon Lime Twist. We've got 8.5 by 5.5. We've scored it at 4 1/4. So let's give that a nice little crease. Hi, Kim. Good morning. How are you? That is cool. Oh, you're talking about the layers of beauty? Kim, see, the comments are always slower, right? Because of course they are, because we're on a delay from Meta. All right, so we're going to start with that. Now I've gone ahead and chosen one of the DSPs. This is from the Full of Life DSP. Look at that. Let's have a moment. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love it. So this is cut 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. And then I've also got a piece of basic white for my inside because I just didn't like it to write on this. I wanted to put some white in there. Okay. And then, oh, that's pretty too. That would be nice too for my design, but I think I'm still going to stick with this. All right. Then I've got some scrap basic white for some stamping. I've got a scrap of basic black, and I've got a piece of pretty in pink. Okay. So let's set this aside for a sec. Let me show you what I'm going to do. On my pretty in pink, I am going to use a brand new set of dies called, let's see, what are they called? Pocket Thoughts. Pocket Thoughts. Okay, so I've got a large die, a little baby die, and I'm going to use the medium-sized die. Okay, we're going to make a little pocket because we're going to make a, a gift card holder. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this out. I can use my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Also on sale today, last day. If you don't have it, you need to grab it. Just saying. It's on sale. I don't know if we've ever had them on sale before. But if you don't have it, you need to get it. Okay. So let's run this through. You guys are quiet. Very, very quiet. Okay. Put that back so I don't lose it. I found a stamp yesterday that I had lost 2 months ago, maybe more. And I was doing my customer some mailing, getting envelopes ready to mail out with my thank you cards. And I found it in my postage box. This is a box that's got all my stamps and whatnot in it. And I thought, I can't believe this. Like, it was in there on a block. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I was excited. So I sent an email to or a private message to my buddy Leanne. I said, look what I found. But this was only after I'd ordered a whole new set, of course, right? Because that's the way it works. Okay, now on my original card, I just used it plain like this. But I was thinking about it and I thought it's too plain. It bugs me. So I grabbed the So Swirly embossing folder. Look at the size of these. These are 8.5 by 6. Look at them. They're fantastic. And I thought, wouldn't this look great embossed? And I thought, well, what would look good with it? Well, I thought this one would work. Now, there is probably a few others that would work. I was just thinking right now, probably that one that looks like somebody took paint. I'm just looking through my little box here to see if I can quickly find it. That would probably look good too. Do you guys know which one I mean? Yeah, here it is. The painted textures one would look good too. But I didn't want to go too strong, so I'm going with the So Swirly. Okay. So let's stick this in here. Now, which way do I want the swirls to go? This way. I want that to be straight. Now, you can't put this in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. You got to use the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, the main version one. So we're going to have platform 1, and then a clear plate, and then the folder and the die, and then another clear plate because this is not a 3D folder. If it was, you'd use the other plate. But this is just a regular thickness. So we need 2 of the clear plates, okay, to make it work. Okay, grab that. Oh, I like that. See, just add some dimension. I just didn't like it plain. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Let's grab some basic white and let's do some stamping. So I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black and I'm going to ink up 3, 1, 2. I think I can fit these on when I'm cutting them out. We'll see in a minute. I would be sad if it didn't. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if I've got enough space. Let's just see here. Oh yeah, that'll work. All right. Now, let us grab some coloring mediums here. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Stampin' Blends because I love those. Let's bring some colors in. Okay, go. Ooh, is that pretty? Look at that. Look at pretty. Let's stick them on. Let's see how pretty that is. Hi, Sue. Good morning. How are you this morning? I think you're signed up for my class, my Attention Shoppers class. Okay, so I'm just taking a sip of tea. Sorry, guys. So we've got Pretty in Pink. Yay. Balmy Blue. I think this is Melon Mambo. Lemon Lime Twist. And Lemon Lolly. Okay, so let's move those. So we're just going to color these in different colors. Might as well start with pink. So dark, pretty pink. I'm going to just, I like when the artists who design the stamps, they actually give us some definition lines. I'm going to color this bag in the pink too. So color the tissue in the pink, and I'm going to color this bag. They give us some lines on some of the images so that we can add some easy highlights. I find that some images lend themselves to actually blending, right? Like blending dark and light more than others. I don't know whether I'd say these images do. I'm really coloring this like it's just coloring. Just using it like a regular, like you did when you were a kid in school with your Laurentian pencils. Anyone else remember Laurentian pencils? Do they still have Laurentian pencils? Maybe they do. I don't know. How we are. Don't forget to invoice me. I don't forget. It seems like I do, right? Oh, I forgot to use my, dark and light. That's good. Oh, I lost my mind there for a sec. What I tend to do, Sue, is do them all at the same time, and that way I don't forget someone. So I kind of wait closer to the time. So that's how I do it. But I try not to forget. I did forget once, and you were so good. You were like, I don't think I've paid. Ay. I forget sometimes the business side. Yeah, it's good to get paid, Alison. Got a little blue bag here with our balmy blue. Balmy blue. I should have colored that handle in blue. I kind of got distracted, didn't I? That's all right. I don't know what would happen if I colored over it. I don't think it would color over it. That's fine, though. I have a pink handle. No biggie. This one I'm going to color Lemon Lolly. Trying to concentrate now. So this is the dark. So remember I was saying that sometimes they give you these little highlighted lines? That's what I meant. Leanne called them something. We were over stamping together last weekend, and she had a perfect name for it. And I said, "Oh yeah, that's what they're called." And Leanne had forgotten. If you're still on my call, what do we call them when they give you a line or they have an image and it gives you the definition that you can do, right? Help me. Shadow lines. She's here and she's paying attention. Thank you, doll. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to color Melon Mambo. I'm hesitating. I'll tell you why in a sec. Because I've colored it and cut out a present already, and I'm gonna probably use that as color substitute for one of these, but we'll see when we're done. Shadow lines. That's what it's called, you guys. Shadow lines. I'll never remember, Leanne. It'll be like that. Every time I go to do it, I'll be like, what are those called again? Shadow lines. Thank you. So this doesn't really have any. I'm just making my own on the edge of my... Boy, this Melon Mambo is so pretty and bright. Oh my gosh, love it. So blend in those lines. You know, you just want to kind of soften those edges up. And it will dry lighter. And then we'll do some blue tissue. Okay, so again, on these not very distinctive shadow lines, I'm just going to add some definition. Okay. Go. And in person, I can see that there is a definition of the colors. It's not just one. You got a very subtle. I'll hold it up and see. Okay. Now this is the one I colored earlier. I colored it with the lemon lime twist, and I'm not sure which ones of these we're going to use. So we'll cut these out and then we'll make a decision. All right. So you know me, I have to use repositionable tape or removable tape when I stamp something, and then I want to cut it out with the framelit die. If I don't, it moves and I make a mess. Okay. So I'm going to just turn this around. Helps if I've got the handle going the right way. So we'll just run this through 3 times. Pretty simple. Pop that out. Move this over. Reuse the same tape. You can use the tape over and over and over again. It's really stays sticky enough or tacky enough. Not too sticky to stick to your paper, but tacky enough to keep that die from shifting. It's kind of my solution to no magnetic plate. Boy, you know when you're on a camera, your arm looks gigantic if you put it in front of the camera. My goodness, I look like Bigfoot here. Looks like a Sasquatch, a Yeti. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing in terms of cutting things out. So we can move all of that out of the way and bring in. Now remember where we were? Okay, so let's remind ourselves. We've got this little pouch here, and they do give you score lines. So now it's just a question, because I've gone ahead and embossed it. Now it's just a question of finding those score lines. And if you just kind of pinch up, you find them. There we go. So let's grab our bone folder and give that a nice little crease. Now what you don't want to do is you're not gluing these flaps to the inside, right? Because then probably won't get anything inside. Okay, that looks good. So that's what you're going for, making that little pouch. And then I've just grabbed, this is the only gift card I could find in the house. So, okay, so it's going to flip inside. All right, let's start putting this together. We're going to use that. I am going to use that on the outside, right? I'm just looking, you guys, because, you know, one can change their mind. I'm not sure if I want to do it like that. It's going to sort of be like this. or if I want it on this side. And you know what? I think I want it on this side. It's totally not what I was going to do. Not at all, but I like it better. What brand of tape do I use, Kim? I get this one. It's just Scotch removable. My goodness, it's 33 meters. So that's like a lot. What's that, you guys? It's like a football field. It lasts me forever. Look at the box. But when I first bought one roll, I could buy it as a one roll. And it was really cheap on Amazon. And then the next time I went to buy it, I could only get it in 2, I think, or 3. I can't remember. So I had to buy 2. And this is over a year. And look, I've still got probably got half a football field there. And you know how much stamping I do. So I know I've got, it lasts a long time. Plus, as I said, you can use it over and over, right? It's not just one and done. It's one and use it till it doesn't stick anymore. Okay, so let's put this one down here. Love this paper. Okay, there we go. So for this piece, what you're going to do is I use my tear and tape. Now you can use whatever tape you like, or I'm sorry, whatever glue you want, but I find this works really well. And luckily, it's exactly the right width. And because it's called tear and tape, guess what? You can just tear it. So that's what I love. You just rip. Okay, and I'm going to show you a trick. I've shown you this before, but I always like to remind people of this tip because it's the best tip. You're going to take your tear and tape, make sure it's burnished so it's sticking on there. And rather than rip all these off, and then you've got the sticky, like, oh my gosh, I got to get it perfect. What I do is I take a pick and I loosen that backing, right? Because now it's a double-sided tape, right? You can see that. See how I'm just turning that out into the margin? Same with this. I'm not taking the whole thing off. I'm just exposing just a little bit of that tape. And this one I'm going to use the top one. So I'm kind of going to opposite corners here. If that makes sense, I'll show you what I mean in a sec when I get this one started. Okay. So you see I've exposed this, this, and this. You can turn over. I want this to be here because I want to cover up that little bit. So it's not going to be completely centered, and that's okay. Where is my gift card? Just want to see. I can probably put that over a bit. There. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, this is exposed, remember? So I'm just going to press that down, and that down. Okay. Okay. Now the whole thing is not pressed down. This is glued, this is glued, and this is glued. So all you do now is take those little strips and just peel it and then press down. So take this and look at that. It's not easy. That's such an easy way to make sure that that's centered. Love it. Okay. Now, presents. I want 3 presents. Let's see which ones go best. I'm going to use these ones. Yeah. I'm going to use these 3. Yeah, it's super easy to do, Kim. I think I learned that 100 years ago. Kind of like that. Okay. So I'm going to glue this one down. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Sort of an angle there. And this one, you could use different images, right? And I'm just using all of the presents, but you've got other images. You got that plant. If you were getting someone something for a like a nursery, you could have one present and then the plant. Or if you want to give someone a bottle of wine, like you had a card to the liquor board, or flowers, you could use different images, right? We're just going non-descript here. This would be a good one probably for a Visa card. Or they could buy whatever they wanted. Okay, so I'm just going to put my present here. Oop, there we go. All right, so that's what we've got. Now we need a sentiment. So I got a piece of a basic black. I'm going to grab my embossing buddy. Take all that oil off my fingers. I'm inking up one of the stamps from the set called Happy Birthday. And I'm just going to stamp it near the bottom here because I'm just going to trim it down to a little strip. Just want to give myself a nice little runway here so I can hold it onto it. Okay, so adding my white embossing powder. You know me, you guys, I love to emboss. I think I emboss 90% of my cards. I don't know. Just me. Grab that heat gun, or heat tool. And we'll just warm it up. And then as it heats, it's going to melt that embossing powder. And as it melts the embossing powder, it's going to rise up and be that nice glossy look. And here we go. Here it's coming. Oop. Hot, hot, hot. Just turn it. And then I'm just moving it along as it melts. I'm turning it up off now. Okay, so grab my little trimmer here. Make sure that's dry. It does stay hot for a bit, so careful you don't burn your finger. Like, don't run your finger over it. And then I'm just going to, almost thinking I could take a titch off the bottom. Just a little, like a sliver. Just don't want it. I want it to be a little bit skinnier. There we go. And then there we go. There. You could fussy cut that too if you wanted. So it's kind of a short word. I'm horrible at it. Embossing queen. Oh, thanks. Are you guys bad at it? I have a video from 100 years ago where I show you all sorts of tips on embossing. I think it's a bit, would it make you feel better if when my sister Mo taught me years ago, poor thing, she taught me like 25 years ago how to emboss. And I kept lighting, I either turned the paper completely brown or get me the minis here, or, oh, sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I don't know if I want that popped up because that's already popped up, right? Oh, let's pop it up. What the heck? I either turned the paper completely brown or one time I actually started a little fire. My sister's like, you got to move it around. Anyway, the more you practice, the better you will be. Now you see I'm double deckering. Ooh, my finger's sticking to that. Double decking this. The reason is because remember we popped up that middle shopping bag. So I got to make the ends of the word the same height as that shopping bag. So I've doubled the ends so we can see that. Whoop. And the middle is just regular. So just go like that. Go popped up. Okay. Now, what am I doing next? Oh, let's stamp the inside. So remember I didn't want to have just a same color inside. We used to do it over the stove. We did. We used to do it over the stove, Leanne. We used to do it over a light bulb. Do you remember that? Oh, turn on an iron, an actual iron. Stand it up like that. Bring your paper in and move it around. Remember that? Oh my goodness, we did all sorts of weird things. I'm using Melon Mambo, you guys. I'm using the word treat yourself. Go. And that's going to go on the inside. I could have stamped another Prezi or, you know, maybe the flowers or a wine bottle, but we're just going to go with treat yourself. Nothing too fancy. And then let's add some bling, because this is what's in our class, is the iridescent gems. Here we go. And grab my take a pick, and let's add some of these. Oop. Oop. I think I might actually add more than, I'm going to add more than 3, you guys. I'm going to go with 5. Yep. It needs a lot of bling in my mind. It needs a lot of bling. Okay, then all I did, oh yeah, I'll try, you know what, Kim? I will look for it, and it's old, but it'll help, okay? Your word smudge. You're probably just pressing too hard, sweetie. So you're putting, you know this. She's, oh my gosh, Leanne is like the amazing stamper. You saw her, I showed you her card. Like, hello, Leanne. Like the best little card maker ever. Can't find it now. Nope, don't know where it went. So good it flew away. Oh, here's Leanne. Look at her coloring. But yeah, notice you're not embossing. Okay, so don't press too hard into the Versamark. That's part of it. So ink and then just place it on. I think maybe you're pressing too hard. Okay, so that's what we've got. Now here's the only gift card. So we can pretend this is something else. So all I did, you guys, was take some tear and tape and put it across the back and added a piece of that ribbon just as a little pull tab, and then that'll go in like that. Okay. So there is our card. Happy birthday. And treat yourself. Well, yes, I will. Okay. Like that. Okay. So I showed you the other cards, right? Yeah. So should I show you some more cards, bundles that are on sale? Let me show you some more samples, okay? Because you guys got to run to get these. Got to get these today. Okay, here's one that was out of stock. Back in stock, I had somebody just send me an email that wants it now. Stitched Butterflies, page 68. Here's 2 different cards. This one's a little more involved, let's say. Isn't that beautiful? Look at it. Looks like something like Darwin would have done on his many travels, right? Love the paper. Oh my gosh. And then this one's very simple, but very effective. And guess where the thanks is from? If you said attention shoppers, you would be correct. That was a test. All right. This was another one that was out of stock, but back in stock. Spotlight on Nature, page 69. Also from Swaps. Here's another Leanne card. She might not be able to. Oh, Leanne, you embossed. You embossed, girl. See, she's lying. She embosses. Aren't those pretty? I love these colors. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay. And then we have Seaside Wishes. Okay. This one here is brought in the paper from Country Woods. Love that. This was also a swap, but here I'm just going to open this up for a sec. I thought this was a piece that was already cut like this. Oh, it is. Okay. I thought, wow, she's good. She's cut all those little squares. No, she's good, but she did not cut all those little squares. Okay. She used a piece of Dazana sales paper. Isn't that pretty? Aren't these gorgeous? These look like real sand dollars. And then last group, In the Grove. In the Grove. Look at these gorgeous scenes that my 2 friends have created. Look at the little bunny. Is this just stunningly gorgeous? Well, yes, it is. It's beautiful. Little birch trees. So this one, very contrasted, right? Like here we've got the black and the night sky. And then here we've got just a beautiful kind of summery day. What color did you use for the sand dollars? Well, these were swaps, love. So I'm going to say this one is beige, the new basic beige. It's got that green tone to it for sure. And then this one here, probably the same. It might be crumb cake. Crumb cake on top of beige. Ooh, help if I had it the right way around. That would be my guess. Try those. Okay, so here is the card for today, and here is the one that I made to warm up. Oop, I hope if it was straight. Okay, so this was my original, and of course it looks better when it's got the card in it. But I switched the paper. I like this paper, the Stunbursty paper. It brings in all the colors better, I think. And I also like that I decided to emboss the gift card holder. What do you think? Yeah, I think the Starburst is better, Leanne. You're right. And then we brought in all those beautiful colors too, right? Yeah, this is the winner, right? Yeah, I think so too. You're quite right. All right, let's drag this over and I can see you guys. Here we go. Any other questions? Oh yeah, I'm gonna find that video on embossing. I'm gonna make myself a note, Kim, right now. And I will put it in this video and I will tag you, okay? So tag Kim. It is really old. I should do a new one. It is really old, like probably 8 years old. So don't laugh. Probably really stiff. Yeah, Nancy, I agree, right? What ribbon did you use? I used the ribbon, hun, that we're going to use, Sue, that we're going to use in our class. It is a brand new ribbon that's coming July the 3rd in the new online exclusives. So this is the Frayed Grosgrain. That's what I use. Talked about it at the beginning. You probably weren't here when I talked. Okay. So it's a Frayed Grosgrain. Oops, it's blurry. There we go. You got the grosgrain in the middle and then the frayed edges, okay? Coming July the 3rd. You can order it then. You like the Starburst better? Yeah, Bobby, I agree, right? And I taped it to the back of the card. Oh, somebody's asking what did I do? Here it is. I just taped it with, what do you call it? Tear and tape? Because this will just come off, right? Like this, when you give this card to somebody, this will easily peel off, see? I'm just putting it in hold there. I didn't take the back off though, or it would stick, right? That would be sad. And your gift, you'd have to rip apart your card just to get your thing. You're welcome, Kim. You're welcome, you guys. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. Happy Sunday. Happy long weekend for my Canadian buddies. Happy Canada Day tomorrow. Wave your flags. And also, I will see you. Hopefully, if you can join me live, I'll be back on Wednesday. I have changed the time. Last week, I had to change the time because I had a conflict, and I had more people come at the new time. So we're going to now be 2 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday for the next little bit to see if I get more people or if that's a better time. We took a little vote, and they all liked 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. on Wednesday. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. You all have a great day, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye for now.